Thanks, Pascal. Yes, Michael and I look forward to hearing from you and your team.
Talking to the ELQ lawyers about Austin? What'd they say?
They need time to study the matter. Michael sent them the docs, supposedly proving that Austin is Jimmy Lee Holt's son, but we'll be asking for our own DNA test.
Just to make sure that the birth certificate and DNA test that Scott Baldwin gave us are legitimate.
Really burns me how great-grandfather cheated on grandmother Lila. I mean, the woman was a saint.
Grandfather's indiscretions are beside the point. Now listen, we have to assume that our own DNA test will confirm that Austin is Jimmy Lee's son.
You may actually be relative.
Yeah, but does that entitle Austin to a slice of the Quartermaine pie?
Doing your homework?
Dr. Alan Quartermaine's reputation was legendary. Gifted doctor, devoted father, pillar of the community.
You forgot philanderer and scoundrel.
I did. You're my new boss. I'm trying to be polite.
Or are you just trying to play dumb? Trying to pull one over on me and my family, just like your father, Jimmy Lee Holt, did back in the day.
It's too early to say whether or not Austin will end up with a stake in ELQ.
That depends on the outcome of his lawsuit contesting great-grandfather's will.
But how can Austin claim rights to Quartermaine assets that his father didn't even have to begin with?
Well, you know what? That's something for the lawyers to argue. I don't know.
Like Scott Baldwin? That's the guy he chooses to go after our money? Look, let's face it, guys. Austin is not trying to legitimize dear old dad. He's shaking us down.
I'm sensing that you didn't like my father.
Oh, we had our ups and downs.
Just like you and Alan.
And Edward and Tracy.
Is there a Quartermaine that you didn't have an issue with?
Lila.
Well, great, there's one.
And Annabelle.
Annabelle. I don't recall an Annabelle from the family tree.
Well, she was the family dog.
Right. And a dog would never disappoint you.
You know, she got knocked up by a mutt. Way beneath her station.
You don't like the strays. Well, Monica, if you give me a chance, I'll try not to dig up the rose garden.
So what do you think? Do we just hold our noses and buy this guy off?
Austin won't accept the money. He's in this for his father, the late, not so great Jimmy Lee Holt.
Did you ever meet him? I mean, what was this guy like?
Well, I heard a lot of stories, but what I do know for sure is that when Jimmy Lee left Port Charles for Pawtuck, grandfather washed his hands of him, which is why, when he wrote his will, he specifically said Jimmy Lee and his heirs get nothing.
So if we give Austin stock, we are literally violating great-grandfather's final wish.
Yes.
So if we can't buy him off, and we can't let him obtain any stock, well, then we win him over.
I was sorry to hear about Jimmy Lee's passing. May I ask how?
In the state COPD? Not a pleasant ending, I'm afraid.
No, it wouldn't be.
And there's nothing Mom or I could do to help ease his passing. And he could barely talk. But it didn't stop him from asking about Edward.
My, after all these years, I hadn't realized how heavily his estrangement from Edward weighed on him.
He was on his deathbed wondering how he had offended his father. Begging for a chance to know how to make it right.
So, now you want to make it up to Jimmy Lee by getting a seat at the ELQ table that was denied him, right?
Like it or not, I'm family. And I'm not going to let you or any of the other Quartermaines tell me otherwise.